Good morning, guys. This is episode 8. I am your host, JD. Doing a new episode of Madden NFL 20. This is episode 6 or something like that. If you guys are joining in and want to catch more Madden 20 every Tuesday, Wednesday, which you guys are, make sure you guys smash the like button, tweet the live stream out, let people know that we are live, paying it forward, and being rewarded. If there's anyone in the chat has a Facebook and a Twitter account, you guys can share it, tweet it out, share a comment, add them to a playlist. Because the more we bring in, the more we grow, win, make a difference. When we watch our videos in full, we like the videos in full, share the videos, we add them to a playlist, and leave a loving, caring comment down below once we've done the rest. We never ask anything back in return. We'll get to the other one in just a second here. Since we have a couple of things there, I believe. That's not too bad. So how is everyone doing this morning? Hope you guys are well, hanging tough, and you know, not doing too bad. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat. You guys can vote for the idol. 11 and I did some practice last night, so most of the good stuff intact. I'm trying to figure out what's going on real quick before we get down to business. So, but other than that, remember, we watch our videos in full. We like the videos in full. We share the videos. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'm not sure how that's going to go. But we'll give it a shot this time. No salary cap. Oh, it did go. It did go. No salary cap. This offer is perfect. I can't wait till next year. I thank you, buddy. So the Steelers are hoping for their first win today, and that would be against the Cincinnati Bengals, who are 2-1. So we can get that going today, as we speak. So other than that, roster does not meet the minimal size. Sign the following players and get an next we'll take a kicker. So apparently we have to sign a kicker. So let's go. I think we're gonna go with free agents. Free agents real quick, guys, and see what we got going on. Got a little Gavin Plot down there, and now let's go ahead and get a good kicker. Well, I'm not 100% sure. Not very sure if there's a former kicker up we can get. Hold on. Okay, for special teams, I'm pretty sure we've got Thornberry. Well, yeah, we got one kicker, so we're gonna have to, think of something here. Oh yeah, I think we might know what we may have to do. Can we go to a trade center if we can, and let's go ahead and do. I think we want to do. I say, one of the teams can give me. Well, I haven't traded for any team, so I'm gonna go the Redskins. Do they have a kicker? Apparently they do. So they do. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Hopkins. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hopkins. Then I'm gonna go. Snell Jr. probably not. Nick's still there. Pouncey's still there. No. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with Gilbert. See how this is going to go, and So apparently it is not a fit, so, Ulysses Gilbert III is pretty much, and one of the, projections, so he hasn't been doing too bad. So I don't know if we have any kickers on the free agent side. Let me double check real quick, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, we do. We can bring back, we're gonna go with Mike Nugent, coming out of Ohio State. So we can sign him to a 1-year deal. Why not? So why not? So the Steelers are looking for their first win. They are finally at home. They'll be hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers will be hosting the Cincinnati Bengals, so we'll see how that reacts. It's actually Monday prime time, so we'll see how that goes. So how is everyone doing this morning? Hopefully you guys are well and paying it forward. So let me know what you guys think. Let's pay it forward to the end, and we should be good to go. I really don't know when my love's coming back in the chat. I'm not 100% sure. Well, I sent her a voice message the last couple times, and it hasn't been going that bad, but the good news is I am off today. I go back tomorrow night. Because tomorrow you guys will have a new episode. Madden NFL 20 again. And then I may fit in for the afternoon. You know, it depends what's going to be going on or anything, but I might get around it. It's 2-1, taking on 0-3. Steelers looking for their first win of the season. If you guys remember the first 3 games that the Steelers had, they were visiting the New England Patriots, so Steelers had a 1-point lead with the only touchdown by Jalen Samuels, which was actually 75 yards. But the Patriots actually gathered the first win of the season, 14-7. And then you've got Pittsburgh taking on Seattle, and with Seattle beat Pittsburgh as well, 17-14. And then I believe from Tuesdays and Wednesdays every week, I think it was yesterday, then you've got, what do you call it, the 49ers beating the Steelers 13-3, so we also have seen the spotlight of Terrell Boyd. Last week he had 5 receptions, 78 yards, 1 touchdown to his resume, so let's see how the Steelers can do against the Bengals. Remember, they met each other for a long time. The Steelers' rivals as the Cincinnati Bengals, the Browns, the Ravens, which I despise the Ravens since they've been looking good. The Philadelphia Eagles got a win over the Packers, 45-21, as the Steelers will be kicking the ball first. Number 4 there to return. There to kick it. 2:43 for Aaron Rodgers. There to return is number 23 for the Bengals offense. Falcons over the Titans, 14-7. As the Bengals will begin their drive to 25. Here comes Andy Dalton, coming out of college at TCU, 745 yards, 7 touchdowns, 61 of 90. But I also have to give credit to Andy Dalton. He's been with the Bengals for a long time since replacing Carson Palmer. So I don't know what he's been, but he's been one of the goodest quarterbacks. It'll be 1st and 10 for Cincinnati at their own 25. 25 and 28 in the backfield. Dalton winding up the pass, and the pass is caught. A big gain of 1 to number 85. As we look at the offensive line for the Cincinnati Bengals, Billy Price, John Miller, Tyler Effort, Tyler Boyd, A.J. Green. A.J. Green's been a good style. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Ball at their own 26-yard line for the Bengals. Let's pick it up and running. For every Tuesdays and Wednesdays, number 28 again. He gets a little more yardage for himself. He gets a gain of 6. That's Mixon. I think it's Jonathan Mixon or Jay Mixon. So that'll be a gain of 6. That'll be a 3rd down for the Bengals. So if since the Steelers have lost the first 3 games, they could maybe get a win here over the Bengals. It all depends. Barron with his first tackle. It'll be 3rd down and 3 at their own 32. Play action fake. Number 28 again, and good tackle. Gain of 3, Mixon 2 carries, 8 yards. Vince Williams with his first tackle. The Bengals the Redskins get a win over the Giants, their first win of the season. Let's go 24-16 over the Giants, the New York Football Giants. So the Bengals will be forced to punt in their own 35. So far today I've been up since 6:30. So other than that, went to the bathroom, came back here, made touchback. So the Steelers begin their drive as an 0-3 winless team. Hopefully they can get a win, maybe. Big Ben Roethlisberger, 22 of 79, 426 yards, 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions. He had 3 interceptions against the 49ers. Chargers are 4-0 over the Dolphins, 35-17. That's been pretty nice. As it'll be 1st and 10 for the drive for the Steelers in Pittsburgh, ball at their own 20. Here comes Samuels. Samuels knows what he has to do. It'll be a gain of 7. Colts over the Raiders, 27-24. It'll be a 2nd down and 3 for the Steelers, ball at their own 27-yard line. Roethlisberger gives it to Samuels again, and he gets himself a 1st down to be a gain of 8. 2 carries, 15 yards. Panthers over the Texans, 38-7. Cox with his 1st tackle for the Bengals defense. The gain of 7 be 1st down for Pittsburgh. That's what you want to end up doing, guys. If you're a winless team or don't know how to win, you always want to run the football to one of the players. Connor, and he gets a loss of 1. James Conner only got a loss of 1. Willie Jackson with his 1st tackle. The Chiefs over the Lions, 21-12. Here it is one more time. Like I said, Samuels had a couple of good preseason games, so he hasn't been doing too bad. It'll be 2nd down and 11 for the Steelers at their own 34. 6 minutes to go in the 1st quarter in the series. Connor play action fake. He gets himself an opportunity, and he does just that. 2 carries, 22 yards for James Conner, and that's a base the 3rd of his 1st tackle. Nice job by James Conner for the Steelers. Conner finally getting inside of the Bengals defensive line. Gets himself a good opportunity. Well done by James Conner. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Steelers at the Bengals 43. Lamb shotgun. Roethlisberger. Play action fake. Here we go, Roethlisberger. And the pass is caught. Sent to Smith-Schuster. Gain of 10. 1st down for the Steelers. Gain of 10 for Susan Smith-Schuster. 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. Brown's 1st tackle. Ball to Cincinnati 33. Connor's trying to put a stop to it. Gets a gain of 1. Patriots get a win as they put the stop to the first loss to the Bills, 26-20, I believe. James Conner, Jalen Samuels, Vance McDonald. Well, Vance McDonald only got 1 and 2 catches against 49ers last time. 2nd down and 10. Conner looking for it again. And Conner looking for it again, and he does get that gain of 10. 4 carries, 32 yards. Not bad. James Conner is actually off to a smart start. Furzo with his 2nd tackle of the game. Rams over the Buccaneers 35-7. Looking at number 21 with 2nd. We're looking for a tackle for a loss, but James Conner just got let go after that. So James Conner is a really good running back this season. As long as you know what you're doing. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Steelers at the Bengals 22. Under 4 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. Every Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Play action fake, dropping back. Roethlisberger, and picked off by number 21. That was Denard. Roethlisberger was looking to give it to his man James Washington, and that's the problem he's been having. The Cardinals go up 4-0 this season over Seattle, 21-14. As Roethlisberger was looking for James Washington for a first down, but number 21 puts a stop to Roethlisberger in his tracks. And here come the Bengals with Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton coming out of Andy Dalton is coming out of college of TCU and university, so he's been with the team for a long time. So if you guys want to catch more Madden 20 every Tuesday, Wednesdays, which you guys are, the I Am a Creative Weekly scheduled format, make sure you guys smash the like button. Tweet the live stream out, number 28, they're the carrier, gain of 4. Tweet the live stream out, let people know that we are live. As we look at the defensive line for the Steelers, Cameron Hayward, Bud Dupree, Vince Williams, T.J. Watt has been one of the goodest players. Secondary, Terrell Edmonds, Mike Hilton, Son Davis. This guys can see in the chat. Second down and 6 for the Bengals. Ball at the run, 16. Dalton, William Shotgun. Number 28 gets Sad Bradley, and he'll get a loss of 3. Mixon is 4 carries, 9 yards. Stephon Tuitt with the second tackle of the game. Minnesota Vikings over the Bears, 10-3, going up 3-1. But yeah, guys, if anybody in the chat has a account on Facebook and a Twitter of the hashtag I Am a Creator group, guys can Sarah tweet it out, Sarah comment, add to a playlist. Under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Third down and 9 for the Bengals at the 13. Number 28 again. And he just gets a gain of 4. Mixon with 5 carries, 13 yards. Vince Williams with the second tackle. Jacksonville over the Broncos, 13-10. Well, remember, we watch our videos in full. We share the videos, we like the videos, tweet them out. Actually, we like the videos, share the videos, tweet them out, add them to a playlist. As the Bengals will be forced to punt and they'll drive at the 17-yard line. Number 9 there to kick it. Number 10, Switzer there to return. We're going to get himself a good yardage. And the Steelers begin to drive the 32-yard line. Switzer was there to return. Dallas over the Saints, 34-21. James Conner for the season has 69 carries, 276 yards. So let's see how the Steelers react in this next drive. So remember, as I pointed out, Seattle and the Steelers know each other very well. Same with the Bengals and the Steelers as well. Conner, we're going to get inside the bed, and he'll be getting a gain of 5. Gain of 5 for James Conner. If we look at the defensive line for the Bengals, Puda Ford, Zeno Atkins, Preston Brown, David Bastig, Nick Virgil. Linebacker secondary, Demetrius Cox, Jesse Bates III. So see how that protects. It'll be second down and 5 for the Steelers at the round 37. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Number 10 trying to get inside, and he gets a gain of 5. Switzer with his first carry as we speak. It'll be third and short for the Steelers at the round 42. But if you guys have any questions about the idol, let me know what you guys have. Number 30, James Conner has the field to himself, and he gets himself first down. Gain of 6. Nice job by James Conner. 5 carries. 6 carries, 43 yards. Falcons over the Titans, 14-7. We got box to box is 14-5 Aladdin. But speaking of guys, I'm about to close the voting. I want to say thank you guys for voting, by the way, for the idol. So the winner is, for the idol that my love and I are going to be dancing to for the dancing duet, is, remember, the winner is Aladdin. The greatest someone put a good of a fight, but Aladdin's the winner. So yeah, we're hoping that my love and I can win this thing as well. Conner trying to get inside, but he gets in deep trouble, gets a loss of 4. 7 carries, 39 yards. Lawson gets a good tackle against James Conner. It was head-to-head between him and the other. Well, Roethlisberger had about 3 interceptions against the 49ers. He just has to be careful. I mean, he gave a good pass to the Smith-Schuster, but let's see how he reacts. It'll be 2nd down and 14 at the Steelers, for the Steelers at the 44-yard line. Reaction fake, Roethlisberger, and he gets sacked for the first time in this game. Lost 4 by Willis. Willis got inside number 75. And it'll be the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, Steelers 0, Bengals nothing. We'll get Jay Willis puts a sack to Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger did not like what he see. If I were a QB, I would have actually given the football to somebody. So after the first quarter, Bengals nothing, Steelers nothing. These teams know each other as a rival team. Yeah, these two teams know each other as a rival team for a long time, and, you know, any team knows what they're doing with you have to have the greatest offensive line, you want to have the greatest defense as well. Because 3rd down and 18 for the Steelers at their own 40-yard line. Roethlisberger going down deep, and does he get a shot? He does not. Incomplete. Intended receiver number 10, or James Washington. Intended for James Washington. And the Steelers will once again force the punt. And Roethlisberger was going to go down deep to James Washington over there. And the Steelers will be forced to punt at their own 40. So they begin the second quarter. Just pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return. Let me know if you guys have anything to discuss. The ball will hit the touchback. So the Bengals will have to drive the 20-yard line. Here comes Andy Dalton coming out of college of TCU. Panthers over the Texans, 38-7. But other than that, it has been official that my love and I are going to go see Star Wars Episode 9 by Thursday. But my opponent doesn't know what time it's going to be, but my guess would be in the evening. But it all depends. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bengals, ball at their own 20. Number 28 there to carry it. We get a mixer with no gain, 6 carries, 13 yards. 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 receivers that the Steelers defense are looking at. 2nd down and 10 for Cincinnati. Dalton laying up the pass, and the pass is caught, big gain of 2. Andy Dalton's been only 2 for 2 for 2 yards. Same thing for the Steelers, under 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. 3rd and 8 for the Bengals. But to be his first tackle at the 22-yard line. Laying up the pass, and the pass is caught. It'll be a gain of 17 for the Bengals. Gives it to number 83. And that will be Boyd. That'll be Boyd, number 83. Gets a gain of 17. Defense with the first tackle by the Steelers. Good pass by Andy Dalton. Set up to Crazy Dan. How you doing? It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Ball at the 39-yard line. Andy Dalton look at Liam Suckan. Dalton. And the pass is caught to number 85. Gets a gain of 4. Gets a gain of 4. And that's the time effort. 2nd down and 6. Ball to 143. Number 28 again. This time he gets a gain of 3. Mixon has 7 carries, 16 yards. The Steelers are still get 1 running back. Terrell Emmons with the 2nd tackle. 3rd down and 3 at the 46-yard line for the Bengals. Dalton. Pass is caught to number 85 again. Andy Dalton is 5'5" with 34 yards, so he's been getting a 3rd reception to his man. Just pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. And we should be good to go. Let me know if you guys have any questions about the winner of Alan being the winner. And let me know what you guys have. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bengals at the Pittsburgh 43. Under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Number 28. Trying to get inside and they'll have no gain. 8 carries, 16 yards. 2nd down and 10 for the Cincinnati. ball, the Steelers 43. Dalton right up the shotgun. Dalton right up and right up the pass, and the pass is caught to number 85, gain of 14 yards. As we speak. 4 receptions, 38 yards for the player. 1st and 10 for the Bengals at the 29-yard line. Under 5 minutes to go. Dalton. The pass is caught again. And it'll be a gain of 6. And Terrence Boyd gets into that on the play. With 4:46 to go in the second quarter. Steelers nothing, Bengals nothing.
We'll check on his status when we get back.
See how that may or may not prevent. But I think he should be good to go quite a bit. See how that plays out for him. Gain of 6, it'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Bengals at the Pittsburgh 23. Play action fake. Timing coverage, number 28 there to carry it, and he'll get a gain of 4. Mixon is 9 carries, 20 yards. It'll be 3rd and short. Hartsgrove is first tackle, 3rd down and inches at the Pittsburgh 19-yard line for Cincinnati. Dalton, and the pass is caught, and he'll get a gain of 1. Good enough for a first down. Tyler Everett has 5 catches, 31 yards. Evans with the third tackle in the game.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive.
Plus a start to him. So
ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense.
See how that goes from there from each team.
Make your own defense happy.
But Marvin Lewis was one of the greatest coaches for the Bengals that they've had. Dalton gives it to Everett again, gets a gain of 2. He's 9 for 9, 67 yards by Andy Dalton. 2nd down and 8 for the Bengals at the Pittsburgh 16. Zelhan with his first tackle. Play action fake. Number 28 again, Mixon. Gets a gain of 6. 10 carries, 26 yards. With nearly 3 minutes to go. Under 3 minutes to go, Zelhan with his first tackle. 3rd and 3 for the Bengals at the Pittsburgh 10-yard line. Number 33 again, and he'll get a gain of 4. Anderson, the fullback for the Bengals. Stephon Tuitt for 2nd tackle in the game for the Steelers defense. By almost getting a good job getting inside quite a bit, and he does that stack completely.
And I guarantee you, it started in the off-season. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way.
And it was good enough to get a gain of 4, and you know, it's not bad. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bengals at the Pittsburgh 6-yard line. Dalton right with the shotgun. Dalton right up the pass and gives it to number 28. And it'll be getting a gain of 5. 10 of 10, 62 yards. And that'll set up the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Steelers nothing, Bengals nothing. Anything can still happen. As the Steelers defense are trying to get inside, the Bengals offense will be 1st and 2nd down and goal at the 1-yard line. Number 28 again. Gets no gain. 11 carries, 26 yards by Mixon. With 1:40 to go in the second quarter, 3rd and goal at the Pittsburgh 1. Dalton, and the pass is caught to number 85. Touchdown, Bengals. As the Bengals strike first. Bengals with their first touchdown with 1:33 to go in the second quarter. Nothing but net from Andy Dalton.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that.
Getting a good pass to number 85. And
no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
But it's not looking too bad. As that'll set up the Bengals for an extra point. With the first points on the board of week 4 action. And the kick is good. 17 plays, 79 yards, 7 minutes and 13 seconds. With 1:33 to go in the second quarter, Bengals up strike first. It's 7-0 Cincinnati so far. As number 4 for the Bengals will be ready to kick it off. The return is Ryan Switzer from the end zone. We're going to get himself a good yardage, and he does just that. So the Steelers will begin to drive the 31-yard line. Let's see how the Steelers respond. James Conner for the season so far, 72 carries, 283 yards. Jalen Samuels has been having, like I said, he's been having the first 2 good games at the preseason. So if one of them can get something going right there, it won't be a problem. It'll be 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh, minute 29 to go in the second quarter. Ball to 31. And it'll be a flag down. And winding up the pass. And does it get there in time? He does. He got it. And there's a flag down. And there's a flag down by the ref. And that's offense number 53 against Marcus Pouncey. So it'll be 1st and 20 for Pittsburgh at their own 21. Oh my goodness. Roethlisberger right with shotgun. Roethlisberger. We're going to get inside a bit. And the pass is incomplete. Intended for number 10. See, intended for number 10 slightly. It was 2nd and 20 for the Steelers at their own 21. Minute 17 to go in the second quarter. Roethlisberger gives it to Samuels, beginning a gain of 4. Timeout Cincinnati. And it'll be the 2 timeouts left. And Zeno Atkins for his first tackle. If you guys can hear me, type it in the chat. Let's go, let's grow. 3rd and 16, minute 13 to go in the second quarter. The Steelers at 25. Play action fake.
Now it's
Roethlisberger looking to sell something. And it's picked off again. To Jackson. 2 interceptions by Roethlisberger already. I mean, he had 3 timeouts. I mean, he had 3 interceptions against them. Against the Bengals. Actually, against the 49ers. No, it was actually the 49ers. And he was looking to give it to his man. But apparently it was William Jackson. William Jackson given. But Roethlisberger was not willing to give it to him though. Joe Mixon for the season has 65 carries, 341 yards, 1 touchdown. So Roethlisberger has given up 2 interceptions already. That is something you do not see from Roethlisberger. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bengals at the Pittsburgh 45. Dalton Wyatt with shotgun. Dalton, and it's incomplete. Intended for number 11. Still we have 1 running back, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. 2nd down and 10 at the Pittsburgh 45-yard line. Dalton. And the pass is incomplete. Intended for number 85. Intended for effort. 1 running back, 1 tight end, 1 wide receiver. Dalton Wyatt with shotgun at the Pittsburgh 45-yard line. 3rd down and 10. Dalton. And it's incomplete again to number 81. With 15 seconds to go in the second quarter. Bengals up 7-0. As guys can see in the chat. But as well, guys, type 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. Got 1 like. Can we get up to 3 likes today? If we can. Maybe get up to 4. And that'll force the Bengals to punt. At the Pittsburgh 45-yard line. Switzer looking to get the return. And no better punt. Steelers will have a new job at the 10-yard line. And so looking to grab something to go and get out of there, be at the 10-yard line. Begin the Steelers drive as we speak. James Conner for the season has 72 carries, 283 yards. Roethlisberger has given up 2 interceptions to the Bengals so far today. It'll be 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh at their own 10. See how Samuels reacts. At the 53 seconds go in the second quarter. Samuels gets a gain of 2. And the Steelers will be giving their first timeout. It'll be 2 timeouts for the Steelers. 48 seconds go in the second quarter. Cincinnati's up 7-0. Steelers can try to balance it up. 2nd down and 8 at their own 12. Steelers, Samuels gets himself a 1st down. We a gain of 9. Timeout for Pittsburgh again. They got 1 timeout left. So the Steelers get themselves the first down. That is one any team that needs to get it completely. It'll be 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh at their own 21. Why have a shotgun? Roethlisberger. Alright, Roethlisberger, we're going to get something inside. And it's incomplete. Intended for Julius Smith-Schuster. And one of them was actually getting hungry quite a bit. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Pittsburgh at their own 21. These guys can see in the chat. Roethlisberger gives it to Samuels, and he won't get that much. Timeout Cincinnati. And that was the Bengals' final timeout. One thing coming out of Brown with the 2nd tackle, coming out of David Samuels. Return 11 for Pittsburgh at the 21-yard line. Connor will get up inside, and he does get himself a little bit of good yardage. Timeout again by Cincinnati. And that'll be no timeouts. Bates the 3rd. Jesse Bates the 3rd gets inside of that, and that'll force the Steelers to punt at their own 29. 25 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. Still plenty of football to play. 25's out of return. And it grabs him and puts him down. So the Bengals begin to drive the 19-yard line. We got 1 in the hot seat, 1 like. Can we get up to 3 likes in the chat? So Mixon has 65 carries for the season, 341 yards, 1 touchdown.
I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying
with 17 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter, Bengals 1st and 10 at their own 19. Play action fake a bit. So Mixon gets himself a nice yardage, carry gain of 11. 12 carries, 37 yards. And that'll lead us to the end of the 2nd quarter. So Mixon, not bad of carries. Not that bad of carries, actually. So that'll be the end of the first half, halftime. At the end of the 2nd quarter, Bengals 7, Steelers nothing. And despite that, it was Ben Roethlisberger throwing 2 interceptions already. That's something you did not want to see. Halftime stats, Bengals at 63 passing yards, 82 rushing yards for the Steelers. Double check the other scores. Eagles, Atlanta. Atlanta gets a win over Tennessee, 14-7. Jacksonville gets 13-10. Vikings over the Bears, 10-3. Pacers over the Bills, 26-20. They give them their first loss. The Rams got a win. Cardinals got a win. Got off 4-0 over Seattle, 21-14. Colts over the Raiders, 27-24. Panthers over Houston. Kansas City and Mahomes over the Lions, 21-12. Eagles took the Packers to school, 45-21. Browns over the Ravens, 41-24. So that was not that bad. For the touchdown passes by the quarterback on that. But yeah, James Conner didn't have that bad with one of his the running plays that Roethlisberger gave to him. So James Conner is the only thing, the only massive things that the Steelers always have to work on for any NFL team that learns from any is the fact that they have to run the football, give it to their man for passing yards. As the Bengals are bringing the kickoff, their return is Ryan Switzer from the end zone. Spencer's trying to get inside. And the Steelers begin to drive the 26-yard line. Well, 29 yards per return by Ryan Switzer. So the good news is, guys, like I said, I'm off today. I go back tomorrow night. And then Thursday and Friday I'm off. So, Thursday. Guys, understand Thursday, I will be with my pudding. Her and I have been together for 906 days. 906, guys. 1st and 10 for the Steelers at their own 26. So it's been 906 days. Completely. Connor coming in the 2nd half, only a loss of 1. That is something you did not want to have. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Pittsburgh at their own 25. Offense trying to get inside. Dino Axons with his first tackle in the game. Number 89, play action. Connor gets nothing. Gets a loss of 3, 10 carries, 44 yards. Second tackle for a loss by Lawson on the Bengals defense.
Struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
But other than that, smash the like button, guys. Tweet the live stream out. Let people know that we are live, paying it forward as good as we can. Let me know if you guys have any questions. For anything, under 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Still down at 14 for Pittsburgh at their own 22. Why would shotgun? Roethlisberger looking to find his man, and he passes caught to number 13. And it'll be a gain of 20. First down for the Steelers. First reception to James Washington. And it'll be a first down for the Steelers at their own 42. As the Steelers are trying to come back and find the pocket that the Bengals have drawn for them. Well, we'll see what the Steelers can do. I mean, they had the first 3 losses against a couple of good teams. So we'll see what they can do. Brown with the second tackle. First and 10 for the Steelers at the 42-yard line. Connor getting inside the bed, gets no gain. 11 carries, 44 yards. You don't want to see that much, guys. If you're trying to get your first win, you want to do plenty of that. Second down and 10 for Pittsburgh at their own 42. Number 10 again, Switzer. Switzer gets a gain of 3, 2 carries, 7 yards from the 45. It'll be third down and 8 for Pittsburgh at their own 45. Play action fake, Roethlisberger right with shotgun. Here we go, Roethlisberger looking to find his man, and it's incomplete. Intended for Ryan Switzer. Ryan Switzer was going down a little more deep, but Switzer didn't get there in time. Here it is one more time. I think this would have been a catch for the Steelers. Yeah, he almost had the catch. He almost had the catch from there. So Pittsburgh at their own 45 will be forced to punt from their own 45-yard line. So Barry there to punt. We're going to get himself some good punting distance. And the Bengals begin to drive the 4-yard line. So we'll see how the Bengals react. Yeah, just pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. We never ask anything back in return. So I'm thinking that Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order will pretty much do better than Frozen 2's money and Jumanji's money, even though I've heard a couple good things. First and 10 from Cincinnati, moves to on 4. Number 83 gets a loss of 1. That'd be Boyd. Second tackle for a loss by Vince Williams. But Villanueva is actually a military player native of the military, if I'm correct. I think it was Villanueva or somebody else from the Steelers defense. Trying to figure out who that was. We get second down 11 for the Bengals at the 3-yard line. Play action fake. Number 28 gets a little bit of yardage, gets a gain of 4. So Mixon 13 carries, 41 yards. He'll be third down and 7. Bound for third tackle at their own 7-yard line. Don Wyatt with shotgun. Mixon again. Mixon. So Mixon gets a gain of 9 yards. 14 carries, 49 yards. So it'll be a first down for the Bengals. 52 rushing yards by Cincinnati. Give us one more time. Steelers defense were looking to get inside of zone Mixon, but he gets a gain of 9. First down for Cincinnati. With about 4:45 to go in the third quarter, Bengals up 7-0. First and 10 for Cincinnati at their own 16. Dalton. And the pass is incomplete. Almost intercepted by the defense of Steelers. It'll be second down and 10 for Cincinnati at the 16-yard line. Dalton playing action fake. Dalton. The pass is caught to number 85. Gets a gain of 1. 12 of 16 for Dalton, 65 yards, 1 touchdown. It'll be third down and 8. Dalton still on the field at the 17-yard line. Dalton, and the pass is caught. Big gain of 24 yards to AJ Green. 24-yard catch by AJ Green, coming out of Oregon, I believe. Stephon Davis was first tackle. Oh my goodness, see this one more time. AJ Green was wide open. Keep your eyes wide open. But at least number 22 and 21 put a stop to that and keeps it right in session. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bengals at their own 41 after that 24-yard reception. Dalton, play action fake, and it's caught again. It's caught by the Bengals again. And it was in the zone for AJ Green. Dalton finds his good man, AJ Green. And the Steelers defense was looking for their interception grid, but AJ Green gets targeted by Andy Dalton. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bengals at the Pittsburgh 34-yard line. Field goal opportunity. Number 84 gets a loss of 2. I think that's Kelvin Benjamin gets a loss of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Bengals. After that injury by Benjamin. It'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Bengals. 3:04 to go in the 3rd quarter. Bengals up 7-0. At the Pittsburgh 36, Dalton. Dalton get inside, and the pass is caught again. It'll be a gain of 22 yards. Bourne has 3 catches, 45 yards. Edmonds of his 3rd tackle. As the defense for the Steelers have not gotten that side that much against the Bengals offense. As number 23, Joe Hayden gets some help by Edmonds. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bengals at the Pittsburgh 14 red zone opportunity. 2:32 to go in the 3rd quarter. Dalton getting inside, and it's caught to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Oh man. Good drive by the Bengals. Touchdown. You know what they say, guys? A quarterback finds their own man, gets an opportunity to see where they can be, and they tuck to that man. Oh man! Touchdown, Cincinnati. And the Bengals will be set to the extra point. They might be looking at a 2-scoring possession. And the extra point is good. 3 minutes and 42 seconds, 10 plays, 95 yards after that kick by Thornberry. Bengals are up 14-0 in the 3rd quarter. Just trying to get inside. It's 14-0 Bengals. 2:28 to go in the 3rd quarter. Number 4 from the Bengals looking to kick it. Give it a Switzer from the 1-yard line. We're going to create some great distance. And it gets inside quite a bit. And the Steelers begin to drive with work to do at the 28-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit. 14.
Some Steelers looking to get their own drive to improve and get something good to go in to improve. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Steelers at their own 28. Tight end covered. Connor. But so far the Bengals haven't given them that much room. 12 carries, 46 yards. Correct. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Steelers. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter at their own 29. Roethlisberger, we're going to give to Samuels. Looking to see what he can possibly do from there. Samuels. And he gets absolutely nothing. Just 2 yards. 6 carries, 33 yards. Doesn't get that much in his wheelhouse. It's 3rd down and 7. Carlos Dunlap, so it's back at the 31-yard line. Bring up the pass, Roethlisberger. And the pass is caught to number 19. Big gain of 8 yards. 1st down for the Steelers. Give it to Deuces Smith-Schuster. 2 catches, 18 yards. Virgil, the 2nd tackle. Oh my goodness. He'll just one more time. Finds his man. Susan Smith-Schuster. He's one of the goodest wide receivers that I've seen playing in the NFL. Since I've been with the Steelers for over 10 years. But that's a good pass by Roethlisberger. First and 10 for Pittsburgh at the own 39, under a minute to go. We're going to get something good going. Connor, James Conner still going. He picks up a block, he gets himself going. Go all the way. Touchdown Steelers, James Conner. James Conner gets a good play from the Bengals defense. Oh my goodness. Touchdown Pittsburgh. James Conner gets some great help. The 10, the 5, Steelers get their own self on the board. Oh my goodness. James Conner almost had a tackle for a loss by the Steelers, by the Bengals offense. Defense, actually. As the Steelers are forced to make the extra point. We're going to give the Bengals something to think about, and the extra point is good. 4.73 yards, a minute and 43 seconds. With 41 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bengals at 14, Steelers at 7. Nice play by James Conner. That's what the Steelers needed. Oh my goodness. Number 4 there to punt it. There to kick it for the returner for the Bengals. Number 23 there to return. And the Bengals begin to drive the 25-yard line. But that was a great play by James Conner. Not letting any man touch you. If it go all the way deep, I'd say he could go all the way. James Conner with a great play. See how the Bengals respond. First and 10 for the Cincinnati at their own 25. 41 seconds to go in the third quarter. Mixon will get himself a gain of 8. 15 carries, 57 yards. And will now be second down and 2 for the Bengals at their own 33. 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. Mixon again. Mixon again. You know, get a gain of 11 yards, winning the Bengals to a first down. Wow. All I have to say is wow. And it'll be Davis, the second tackle, will be at the end of the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter, Bengals 14, Steelers 7. James Conner giving a nice job, getting a touchdown. So begin the fourth quarter. So first and 10 for the Bengals at their own 44. Don Webb shotgun. Mixon gets a gain of 4. And Barton for the Steelers defense gets a third tackle, a gain of 4, and he's injured on the play. So Barrett might be decent, he might be okay, it all depends. It'll be second down and 6 for the Bengals after the injured timeout at their own 48. Don Wyatt shotgun. Single wide receiver at Molson. Mixon gets a loss of 1. 18 carries, 72 yards. He has cramps. He will return soon. We'll keep him in there. Third down and 6 for the Bengals at their own 47. And Don, we're going to get ready to play. Dalton. And the pass is caught to Effort. The Tyler Effort, I believe.
Defensively, there could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down.
The pass is caught.
Put it in bold. Here we go.
And it'll be a first down for the Bengals.
They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way.
Yep, that was Tyler Effort. 10 yards. 10 yards by this guy. But the Steelers player for the defense makes a stop. It'll be first and 10 for the Bengals at the Pittsburgh 42. Under 8 minutes to go, Bengals up 14-7. Mixon gets a gain of 5, 19 carries, 77 yards. Bound up a third tackle back on the game. Second down and 5 at the Pittsburgh 37. Dalton. Dalton running up the pass, and it's caught to number 18. He always finds this man, gain of 26 yards. AJ Green. AJ Green has been getting some great yards for himself already. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's why AJ Green has been doing an outstanding job for the Bengals in real life and the season. 26 yards by AJ Green to from Andy Dalton. Oh man. It'll be 1st and 10, red zone territory at the Pittsburgh 11. Under 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Play action fake. Dalton. Dalton gets in trouble, gets sacked, a loss of 9. First sack by Bud Dupree. Loss of 9 yards. 9 yards.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays.
Great job by the Steelers defense.
Points, but you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
We have a loss of 9. 6:30 to go in the fourth quarter, 2nd and 19 for the Bengals at the Pittsburgh 20-yard line. Play action fake. Dalton. Done, and it's incomplete. Number 22. Almost intercepted by the Steelers. It'll be third down and 19 for the Bengals at the Steelers 20. Play action fake. 6:22 in the fourth quarter. Dalton running up the pass, and it's caught to the end zone. Touchdown Bengals again. AJ Green has been having a marvelous time in the game already. AJ Green for the touchdown.
Single-handed grab by AJ Green. I'll tell you, gloves or no gloves.
Oh my goodness.
It was, and let's face it, anyone who's throwing the ball to AJ Green is going to put it up there for him. They don't care if he goes up two-handed or one-handed, as we just saw there. They expect him to come down with the ball in a fight with a defensive back.
AJ Green with the touchdown, 29 yards. And we'll set up the Bengals for an extra point.
One-handed, as we just saw.
And the extra point is good. 2 scoring possession, 3:26, 10 plays, 76 yards. With 6:15 to go in the fourth quarter, Bengals 21, Steelers 7. Oh my goodness. Not bad, not bad. Number 4 is out of return. They're the kicker from the Bengals to the Steelers to Switzer. Number 10. We're going to get some great yardage. Here we go. And the Steelers will begin the drive at the 27-yard line with 6:12 to go in the fourth quarter. Anything can still happen. Here comes Roethlisberger and the rest of the offensive unit for the Steelers.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Steelers at their own 27. Scores 21-7 Bengals, 6:12 to go in the fourth quarter. Roethlisberger gives it to Samuels. We're going to get inside. He does not. Gets no gain. 7 carries, 33 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 5:47 to go in the fourth quarter. Bengals up by 14 at their own 27. Samuels again. Samuels gets a little yardage, gets a gain of 6, 8 carries, 39 yards.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone.
It'll be 3rd and 4 for Pittsburgh at their own 33. Play action fake. Roethlisberger lined up with the shotgun. Roethlisberger scanning the field, and it's incomplete. Roethlisberger's been 4 of 11, 37 yards, 2 interceptions. He intended for McDonald. Vance McDonald almost had something going for him.
Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact
on
both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
He almost had Vance McDonald, but they're going to go for it quite a bit. It'll be 4th and 4 for the Steelers at their own 33. We're going to give themselves a shot at their own 33. Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete, and it'll be deflected. So the Bengals will have their own possession at the 33. Oh my goodness.
In terrific field position.
At the Pittsburgh territory. Roethlisberger was looking to get rid of the football back there, but he did not get enough time.
We know they're a little bit discouraged here.
Yeah, Roethlisberger did not. So after the turnover on downs, it'll be first and 10 for the Bengals at the Pittsburgh 33. With 5:05 to go in the fourth quarter. Dalton. Flags and fake, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver. He worked for AJ Green again. It'll be second down and 10, 4:59 to go in the fourth quarter. At the Steelers 33. Play action fake. Dalton. Set up screen. Gives it a gain of 10. Gain of 10 to Mixon. Dalton has 216 yards, 3 touchdowns so far. He's been having himself a great game so far.
With this lead, they're electing to throw the football, swing, slam.
Oh my goodness.
Things that they consider safe.
That's something you almost least expect from the Bengals. 4:33 to go in the fourth quarter. First and 10 for the Bengals at the Steelers 23. Dalton. We're going to get something going at the pass is caught to number 28. Gets a gain of 4. 21 to 27, 220 yards, 3 touchdowns. 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Bengals up by 14. At the red zone 19. Dalton. Dalton get inside, and the pass is caught again. Number 83, gain of 18 yards. Gives it to Boyd. Steelers have not gotten that much going lately completely. As a matter of fact, this month.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and
oh my goodness.
But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up.
That's the Boyd. It'll be first and goal for the Bengals. At the Steelers 1 yard line. Steelers defense trying to get inside. Nelson with his first tackle. Dalton gets helped, and the Steelers number 48. Corner, go. Number 48 going down deep to the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5 touchdowns Steelers. Bud Dupree with the fumble recovery for a touchdown. Great job by Bud Dupree for the Steelers. It's like he could go all the way. Bud Dupree for the fumble recovery for a touchdown. Look at that, guys. TJ Watt makes a stop to Dalton, and Dalton gets the ball slipped away from him, and Bud Dupree for the touchdown. Steelers line up at the extra point. We're going to make this a one-scoring possession, and it's good. With 3:08 to go in the fourth quarter, Bengals 21, Steelers 14. Great play by Bud Dupree. Bud Dupree does have a lot of his engine going for the Steelers. Oh my goodness. Great play by Bud Dupree, guys. Number 4, Jordan Berry there to return. Make the kickoff at 3:08 to go in the fourth quarter with the accurate play. Number 23 down to return. And the Bengals, after that fumble that Andy Dalton had with the Bengals offense, we get a drive to 25-yard line. And Dalton's 22-28, 238 yards, 3 touchdowns. But that was an outstanding play by Bud Dupree.
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open.
Bud Dupree with a nice job, and he gets himself going. We first and 10 for the Bengals at their own 25. Dalton right with the shotgun. Dalton. Pass is caught. The number 18, he gets no running. A loss of 6 for the Bengals. Goes out of bounds, second down at 16 at the 19-yard line for the Bengals. Dalton, right up the shotgun. Here we go. Running out the pass, and it's incomplete. Intended for number 81.
looking to get it to Kelvin.
One running back, one tight end, one wide receiver. 3rd and 16 for the Bengals. Wide shotgun at the 19-yard line. Dalton. Done, and the pass is caught. Give it to number 85. Gain of 7. And Tyler Efford is injured on the play.
The first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Tyler Efford gets injured on the play as he has an injured right wrist. 2:54 to go in the 4th quarter. Bengals will be forced to punt. Number 9. Down to punt it. Ton down to deep. Switzer down to return. And Switzer will give the Steelers at their own 28 to begin. With about 2:46 to go in the 4th quarter. Bengals at 21, Steelers at 14. Well, we'll see how this plays out for the Steelers this time. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Steelers at their own 28. We're going to jump inside quite a bit. Why have a shotgun? Roethlisberger getting himself going, and it'll be out of bounds. Gain of 8. Gain of 8 or 9. 2:39 to go in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 1 at the wrong 36 for the Steelers. Samuels getting inside, and he'll get a gain of 5 yards. 9 carries, 43 yards.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot.
Henderson with second tackle. 2:13 to go in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 at the wrong 41. Roethlisberger getting inside. Roethlisberger, we're going to get into it, and the pass is caught. Touchdown, Steelers! To the Smith-Schuster gets an opportunity. 2:03 to go in the 4th quarter. Way up for the extra point. And the kick is up. The extra point is good. Steelers have finally got themselves back in the game. Great play by Roethlisberger. With 2:03 to go in the 4th quarter, this has been a huge game already. Bengals 21, Steelers 21. Smash that like button, guys. Tweet the live stream out. Let people know that we are live, paying it forward and being rewarded. And letting everybody know that that Len is our winner for the idol. Barrett's out of a ton. As we speak. Number 23, there to receive it. And the Bengals will begin to drop the 25-yard line. 2:03 to go in the 4th quarter. Bengals at 21, Steelers 21 in this rivalry game in Week 4. Let's see how the Bengals respond. It'll be 1st and 10. Tie game, Bengals 21, Steelers 21. Finally going back to what they've been doing. At their own 25. Mixon, we're going to get inside, and he does get inside quite a bit. And it'll be a 2-minute warning. With a minute 57 seconds to go, both teams still have 3 timeouts. Bud Dupree with his 3rd tackle. Be 1st and 10 for the Bengals at their own 40. Dalton White with the shotgun. We're going to get number 28 ready. Dalton. Lining up the pass, gives it to number 28, still gets more yardage. 25-32. As we speak, minute 30 seconds to go. Dalton. And it's incomplete. Bud Dupree with the deflection. It'll be a 2nd down and 10 for the Bengals at the Pittsburgh 48. Dalton lining up to go to work. Minute 33 to go in the 4th quarter. Dalton. The pass is caught to number 28. Gets a gain of 3. With no 10 seconds cycle off a little bit. Minute 13 to go. Dalton lining up the pass, and the pass is caught to number 28. It'll be a gain of 18 yards. With nearly 1 minute to go. The tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. 49 seconds to go in the 4th quarter at the Pittsburgh 27. Dalton with his 4th tackle. Roethlisberger, actually no, Dalton gets no gain. Timeout Steelers, 39 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the Bengals have been trying to get inside just quite a bit more. 2nd down and 10. Boyd 5 catches, 23 yards, 39 seconds to go. At the Pittsburgh 27, Evans with his fourth tackle. Number 89 gets a loss of 1. Timeout Pittsburgh again. 26 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Steelers at 21, Bengals at 21.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Third down and 10 for the Bengals at the Pittsburgh 26. Play action fake. Mixon still gets the carry. Timeout Bengals. First down for Cincinnati. With 31 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Gonna be first and 10. Evans with his fifth tackle. Ball at the Pittsburgh 15. This is something you normally see, guys. Mixon gets a loss, gets a gain of 3. Timeout Cincinnati. Both teams have 1 timeout.
Use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Second down and 8. 27 seconds to go in the fourth quarter at the Pittsburgh 12 by the Bengals. Mixon gets nothing on the play. No gain. Timeout Pittsburgh again.
But this time they get him behind the line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Third down and 10 for the Bengals at the Pittsburgh 15. 24 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Dalton, short pass, gets nothing.
And they'll lose yardage here.
18 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. We're going to see what the Bengals are going to do. We're going to see what they're going to do. 2 seconds to go. Timeout. Timeout Bengals. 2 seconds. 2 seconds to go. That's the one any game lives for. We have 2 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Looking at a 37-yard attempt by the Bengals. And a field goal, and the Bengals will get the win, but the Steelers go down to 0-4. But it was a great game till the end. Steelers were trying to fight back, but the Bengals go to 3-1. Steelers go down to 0-4. But the Steelers had a great close game this morning. They had a great game today, on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. There were a couple of big plays by the Steelers. They give them a couple of touchdowns. But the Steelers played a great game. They played a great game today. They did. Andy Dalton had about 29 of 37, 270 yards, 3 touchdowns. Ben Roethlisberger had 5 of 13, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. But they didn't do too bad. Joe Mixon, it was all about Joe Mixon. 23 carries, 103 yards. James Conner had a good game. 13 carries, 107 yards. But if we look at something, you look at Zulu, you look at Tyler Effort, 68 yards, 2 touchdowns. AJ Green, 88 yards, 1 touchdown. Zulu Smith-Schuster from USC, 77 yards with 1 touchdown. But who had something going the most? And I think it was Bud Dupree. Yeah, it was 86 yards. Yeah, 86 yards from Kentucky, Bud Dupree. So the Steelers go fall to 0-4, but they should be okay if they win the next couple games, maybe. And well, we'll see how that's going to go from there, and maybe get something better. We'll see. We have final score 24-21 Bengals. But the Steelers did play a hell of a game. So we're going to go with Devin Bush. Devin Bush didn't do it too bad. That was a close game, though. Okay, Devin Bush. He's 5'11", 234 pounds, rookie out of Michigan. I say go red and white, go Bucks. As for Bud Dupree, well, let's go ahead and do speed roster for him. But what a fucking close game right there. Steelers had so close to the wheelhouse. They got a couple touchdowns back. Bud Dupree had 86 yards for a touchdown after a fumble recover. Okay, Bud Dupree, 6'4", 269 pounds, coming out of Kentucky. But the Steelers fall to 0-4. You have to say, most of the teams have something going from now. And so next team for tomorrow morning, they'll be taking on the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. So let's check out a message from the breakout player. Coordinator says, I never thought of him as a franchise back, but you know what? Let's see what he can do against Baltimore. Let's give him an opportunity. I bet he'll surprise us. He said, how does he feel about James Conner's last game? We worked hard to get the ball in his hands, and I think he did some pretty impressive things with it. I think he did. I think he did a pretty good job. Did a good job against the Bengals. Well, for negotiations for the Steelers, all they have to do is just sign a couple of them. A couple of them at least. Let's go with Joe Hayden. Joe Hayden will be getting a 1-year deal for next season. I like the length of the contract, but that's about it. Mike Hilton. Mike Hilton will be getting the same as well for another year for signing bonus. Everything about that offer needs more important. Eli Rogers as well. He'll get himself a 2-year deal. Eli Rogers, coming out of college of Louisville. I'm happy to sign and continue to play for this great organization. As for Bud Dupree, 6'4", 269 pounds, coming out of Kentucky. He will sign the next 2 years with the Steelers. Length of the contract, and then Mike Nugent. The Steelers just signed Mike Nugent, so he'll be signed by him as well. Says the offer is perfect. Pretty good, perfect. College players for college mock. Let's go ahead and scout some of the points. Marcus Felix coming out of Oklahoma State. But yeah, let's just go ahead and spend the rest of our points and see how that's going to fit. Michael Blackburn coming out of Washington. Give him that for the early first rounder. Fernando Garza, as we speak. Robert McGraw, excuse me. Almost said McGraw. Evan Beatsom coming out of UCLA. Wesley Houston coming out of Arizona State. And then we'll do one more. Let's go with Chance Bibbs. Chance Bibbs, guys. Actually, that one... Yeah, Chance Bibbs. Let's go, Devontae Robertson. Okay, that's good. But the Steelers fall to 0-4. They lost a close one against the Bengals. So we'll see what they can do against the Ravens in the morning. So, we'll see how they can do. As we check the other scores between different teams. The Steelers take on the Ravens in Pittsburgh. And we start off with the Eagles over the Packers 45-21. Let's go ahead and get that one started first. Carson Wentz, Yowie coming out of North Dakota State, threw for 188 yards, 4 touchdowns. Didn't get sacked, but Aaron Rodgers got sacked once. He threw for 243, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions by the Packers. Yeah, by the Packers. Coming out of California, 17 of 22, 24 of 39. Nyheim Hines ran for 16 carries, 77 yards, 1 touchdown. Miles Sanders, rookie out of Penn State, 57 yards. Boston Scott, that's new. From LA Tech, 6 yards, 1 touchdown. Devontae Adams had 9 catches, 102 yards from Vanessa State, 1 touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 85 yards, 1 touchdown. Nyheim Hines at 30 yards, 1 touchdown. Zach Ertz coming out of Stanford, 28 yards, 1 touchdown. Pierre Garçon, former Indianapolis Colt, and the Washington Redskins. If I'm 100%. Yeah, I'm nearly 100% for that. 17 yards, 1 touchdown. Miles Sanders, 11 yards, 1 touchdown. Jimmy Graham, tight end out of Miami, 10 yards, 1 touchdown. As for the defense, picked off by Malcolm Jenkins, 18 yards for the interception. He had himself a good game for the Eagles, 10 tackles, 1 tackles for a loss. Dean Lowry, coming out of Northwestern, And it was picked off by Andrew Sandizo, 10 yards. So the Eagles win 45-21. Atlanta over Tennessee 14-7. Let's go check out Redskins Giants 24-16 Washington. Coming in Washington D.C. What's my love night there with a lot of people. Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones threw for 281 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Was sacked twice. Dwayne Haskins Jr. threw for 10 yards. Case Keenum coming out of Houston, 234 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Got sacked once. Daniel Jones, rookie out of Duke, had the same thing. 18 of 25, 1 of 1, 19 of 30. Dobbs didn't get that much. Coming out of Tennessee. Adrian Peterson, former Minnesota Viking, always has a great game as he's a former Minnesota Viking. He did an outstanding job in his career against and with the Minnesota Vikings. As a matter of fact. But other than that, it wasn't all too bad for him. Hold up a minute. Hold on a second. I'm gonna research this real quick. Come right over here. Okay. 22 carries, 105 yards from Adrian Peterson. Saquon Barkley, 60 yards. 2 yards from Bryce Love, one carry. Rookie out of Stanford for a touchdown. Sterling Shepard had 4 catches, 103 yards, 1 touchdown. Terrence Williams, 67 yards. Evan Ingram, 49 yards, 1 touchdown. Josh Dodson, 46 yards, 2 touchdowns. Receptions from Taylor McLaurin coming out of Ohio State, go Bucks. And Saquon Barkley. Alec Ogletree had himself a good game. 12 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss. Jabril Peppers, 10 yards. 10 tackles, excuse me. And it was picked up by Michael Thomas coming out of Stanford, 12 yards. And it was picked up by Swan Dion Hamilton coming out of Alabama. So, Giants get the win, I believe. Redskins, actually. Chargers over the Dolphins, 35-17. Let's go with Raiders Colts. This was an outstanding game, too. Derek Carr threw for 249 yards, 2 touchdowns. Got sacked twice. Andrew Luck threw for 1 touchdown, 1 pick. With 268 yards. 22 of 34 and 24 of 32. Doug Martin ran for 18 carries, 67 yards. Marlon Mack, 65 yards, coming out of USF, 2 touchdowns. Andrew Luck at 22 for 4 carries. Terrell Williams at 7 catches, 89 yards. Eric Ambron, 75 yards. Antonio Brown, I despise that son of a bitch after leaving the Steelers. 45 yards. Ryan Grant, 35 yards for a touchdown. Jalen Richards, 17 yards, coming out of Southern Mississippi. 1 touchdown. Oh, I didn't catch that other touchdown, that's okay. Brandon Marshall, 12 tackles, 1 loss. Quentin Wilson had 9. Darius Leonard had 8. Picked up by Garon Conley. So, the Colts get that one. Panthers over Houston, 38-7. Chiefs. Let's go ahead and do Chiefs-Lions. Mahomes has always been a hot star. And he is a hot star. 200 yards, 3 touchdowns over the Lions, 21-12. Got sacked twice, 4 times against Matthew Stafford. 207 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. 18 of 28, 16 of 30. Fouls. Got 1 attempt with no gain. David Fowles coming of San Jose State. Karan Johnson had 18 carries, 58 yards. Hold on a second here. Just have a damn look. Hold on a second here. Okay. Carlos Hyde had 12 carries, 48 yards. Damian Williams had 34. Bruce Ellington had 5 catches, 80 yards, 1 touchdown. Kevin Gawaladay, 78 yards. Jesse James, former Pittsburgh Steeler, had 46 yards, 1 touchdown. Tyreek Hill from West Alabama, 39 yards, 2 touchdowns. Reception by Karan Johnson. Quadre Diggs had 7 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss. Frank Clark, coming out of Michigan, had 7 tackles and 4 tackles for a loss to the quarterback. And was picked out by Juan Thornhill, rookie out of Virginia. And I don't think there was any other interceptions, but they got the win, 21-12. Browns-Ravens. It's going to do Browns-Ravens, the highlight. Baker Mayfield had a strong game as a quarterback. Threw for 276 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Lamar Jackson threw for 228, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. 3 touchdowns, got sacked once, 20 of 26, 22 of 30 from Lamar Jackson. Kareem Hunt had 24 carries, 117 yards. Mark Ingram II, coming out of Alabama, 47 yards. Baker Mayfield had rushing touchdown with 5 carries, 28 yards, as a matter of fact, and that was pretty cool at this point. Deuce Johnson Jr., coming out of Miami, 20 yards, 1 touchdown. Odell Beckham Jr. had himself a great game. 7 catches, 133 yards, 2 touchdowns. Marquise Brown, rookie out of Oklahoma, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. David Njoku, 73 yards, 1 touchdown. Seth Roberts, 52 yards, 1 touchdown. Rashawn Higgins, coming out of Colorado State, 7 yards, 1 touchdown as well. Tony Jefferson II had 12 tackles. Demarius Randall had 8 tackles. Picked up by Christian Kirksey, coming out of Iowa. And it was picked up by Earl Thomas III from Texas. So the Browns are looking good. 41-24. Let's go Patriots-Bills. 20-6-20 by the Patriots. Josh Allen taking over. Threw for 192 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But it wasn't enough to take out Tom Brady, 26-20 by the Patriots. Got sacked twice. Tom Brady threw for 258 yards with 1 pick, no touchdowns though. Got sacked twice. Both quarterbacks had 23 yards for long passing. 19 of 27, 24 of 44. We've got 1 in the hot seat. We've got 1 like. Can we get up to 4 likes in the chat, please? If anybody can hear me, type it in the chat. Pay it forward and be rewarded. And we never ask anything back in return. Let me know if you guys have any questions. And let everyone know that Alain is our winner that my love and I are going with for the Idol for next year. 19 of 27, 24 of 44. LeSean McCoy, former Philadelphia Eagle, had 16 carries, 61 yards, 1 touchdown. James White, 41 yards. Sony Michael, 34 yards, 1 touchdown as well. Didn't look too bad for him. Benjamin Watson, coming out of Georgia. Let me double check real quick. Okay. 89 yards for him. Demetrius Thomas, 87 yards. And Sam McCoy had 39 yards for a touchdown. Tyler Croft, 2 catches, 24 yards, 1 touchdown. Not too bad for him. Matt Molino had 10 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss. Jason McCourty had 9. Picked up by Trey Devonius White, coming out of LSU. The top seed for the conference playoff. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore, coming out of South Carolina, 17 yards for him. And picked up by Devin McCourty, 15 yards. So the Patriots win 26-20 over the rival, the Bills. The Rams get a win over the Buccaneers, 35-7. Let's go ahead and do Seattle and Arizona. because the Cardinals are looking good. 4-0, 21-14. Kyler Murphy threw for 169, 3 touchdowns. Got sacked 3 times. He had 19 completions. Russell Wilson threw for 152, 1 touchdown, 1 interception from him. Got sacked twice. He was 19 of 25, 12 of 18. Hardly didn't get anything off. Chris Carson had 12 carries, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. David Johnson with the 4-0 Cardinals, 17 yards for him as well. Charles Clay had 7 catches, 79 yards, 1 touchdown. Andy Isabella, rookie out of Massachusetts, 54 yards, 1 touchdown. David Moore, 23 yards, 1 touchdown. Christian Kirk, 18 yards, 1 touchdown. So the Cardinals are 4-0 in the season. KJ Wright had 10 tackles. Jordan Hicks had 9 tackles for a loss. Darius Furlan, rookie coming out of Arkansas, 7 tackles, 4 tackles for a loss to the QB. And it was picked off by Butter Baker coming out of Washington. So the Cardinals go to 4-0 for the season. Congrats. Okay, what are we looking at? Let's go ahead and do Vikings-Bears. Vikings-Bears. 10-3 Vikings, by the way. So wasn't that much going. Cody Kessler threw for 121 yards, got sacked 3 times. Mitchell Trubisky threw for 219, 1 interception, got sacked 5 times a game against the Minnesota defense. 10 of 16, 19 of 26 for Trubisky. Dalvin Cook had 22 carries, 104 yards. Tariq Cohen, kind of North Carolina A&T, 71 yards. Amel Adubla, 8 yards, 1 touchdown. Allen Robinson II had 9 catches, 108 yards. Trey Burton, 59 yards. 12 receptions for Irv Smith Jr. coming out of Alabama. Kyle Fuller had 8 tackles. Survey Carice had 7. Conway Mack had 7. Anthony Barr had 7. Xavier Rhodes had 7. And the play was intercepted by Eric Kendricks coming out of UCLA. So Minnesota wins by 10-3. Not much points on that board. Let's go ahead and do Jacksonville, Denver. Broncos, Jacksonville. Mensah, the second threw for 5 yards. Nick Foles took over. Coming out of Arizona, threw for 208 yards, 1 touchdown. Didn't get sacked. Joe Flacco did. Former Raven. Threw for 192 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, to speak. 1 of 1, 17 of 32, 14 of 30 for him as well. Wendell Armstead had 17 carries, 47 yards coming out of Temple, the rookie out of Temple. Royce Freeman had 19 yards. Dasan Hamilton had 4 catches, 87 yards coming out of Penn State with a touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, 61 yards. McQuaid's Lee, 42 yards, 1 touchdown. 28 reception to Armstead, rookie out of Temple. Great play by him. Zelzy Jewell had 11 tackles, 1 yard, 1 tackle for a loss. Chris Harris Jr., 8 tackles for 1 tackle for a loss. Nice game from Derek Wolfe. Picked up by Cody Davis. And picked up by DJ Hayden. Houston out of college had 38 yards. So Jacksonville gets a win. Let's go ahead and do these final 2 games, and then we get the standings. Saints-Cowboys. Saints-Cowboys. Drew Brees threw for 241, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Got sacked once. Prescott threw for 185, 1 interception. Got sacked twice as we speak. 21 of 29, 17 of 20. Prescott didn't miss that much. Ezekiel Elliott, 82 yards, 1 touchdown. Phoebe Moore. Alfred Morris, 54 yards, 1 touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 48 yards, 1 touchdown. Prescott, run-busting touchdown, 28 yards. Tony Pollard, rookie out of Memphis, 14 yards, 1 touchdown. So good game by them. Michael Thomas had 10 catches, 125 yards, 2 touchdowns. As we speak, 2 touchdowns. Amari Cooper had 75 yards. Not bad of a game between Dallas and the Saints. And it was picked up by Zaylon Smith. Picked up by Von Bell, coming out of Ohio State, 14 yards. Picked up by Darian Stewart coming out of South Carolina. So Dallas gets a win 34-21. So good game for them. And that was fucking nothing. That was close. It was pretty damn close. But well, we get the Ravens. So see how that's going to go. Browns 49ers. Huh. Get that in a minute. The only two unbeaten left is the Chargers and the Cardinals. So Browns and the 49ers. Browns are 3-1. Niners are 2-1. So the winless teams are still Jets, Raiders, Steelers, Buccaneers. But the Steelers have to get a win in the next couple games, as much as we can. But both NFL, some of the NFL teams have gotten that close before. Come out from 0-4 or 0-5, at least, and find a way to get to the playoffs, you know. So that's happened multiple times. So I'll get to it in a minute. After I check out this one shot at this point. So hold on a minute. I'll get that in a minute, guys. Let's see if we can get almost prepared. Okay, so I would advise the Steelers to finally hopefully get the win. Because the next couple teams that the Steelers have is the Ravens, then it'll be at the unbeaten LA Chargers, which that's not going to be a tough challenge, and then they have a bye week. But tomorrow morning they will be taking on the Ravens. So the Steelers really have to get their ass together. But alright guys, that's enough time for me. If you guys want to catch more Madden 20, you guys will have a new episode in the morning. But the good news is I'm off today. Thank God I'm off today. But I go back tomorrow night, 5 to 11. Then I'm off Thursday and Friday. But Thursday, I'll be with my partner going to go see Star Wars and spend a lot of time together. So that's going to be most of the time. Thursday morning, well, if we go Thursday evening, I'll have 2 episodes to work with Star Wars and Final Fantasy VIII Remake. And from Thursdays and Fridays, on Thursdays and Fridays, so that's going to be going quite well. I'm going to go live twice tomorrow as well, after Madden 20's done in the morning, and then get Star Wars going, or PBA Pro Bowling done. So I'll be with my fun tonight as well, see what it goes from there. But if you guys want to catch more Madden 20, every Tuesdays and Wednesdays, which you guys are every week, the I Am Creative Week with scheduled format forevermore, just you guys are loving it and carrying it. Loving and caring for it. Make sure you guys smash that like button. If we can get up to 4 likes after this episode is over, maybe not. I was hoping for my partner will probably comment after this episode is over. See how that goes. I was hoping for Alice, Prince Mark, Leon, Chaotic, Caroline, Michael, and maybe Hope 79 or something. But it's all good. If there's anybody in the chat has a Facebook and a Twitter account, you guys can share it, tweet it out, comment, add it to a playlist. And remember, the I Am a Creative philosophy goes like this. We watch our videos in full. We like the videos in full, share the videos, tweet it out, add it to a playlist. And if anybody has a computer/laptop, tablet, or a phone under touchscreen, you guys could go to the website www.IamAcreator.com/IamAcreator. But the Latin's the winner, guys. Good job by the great Solomon. Sound by 9, but Aladdin's our winner. I want to say thank you guys for voting. Anytime completely. Now we're in a whole new world with you. Now I'm in a whole new world with you. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat. Just pay it forward and be rewarded, and never ask for anything back in return, guys. That's the important thing. That's the important fucking thing that always happens. Alright guys, I'm gonna stop here. Tomorrow morning, since I go back 5:30 11, tomorrow's Wednesday, in the morning, new episode of Madden 20. Then in the afternoon, maybe pro bowling for sure. I'm not 100% sure, but it'll be a guess. But let me know if you guys have any questions after this episode is over. Leave a loving, caring comment down below what you guys have. And let me know what you think of Len being the winner for my 11 Night for the Idol for next year. But alright guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Be good to one another, be kind to one another, and love one another. Till next time, this is JD signing off. JD out, and I'll see you guys in the morning. You guys have a good day. Stay warm.